Disclaimer ahead of time. I do know that I've made videos in the past about some of these TV shows and all these superhero shows, and I will be making mid-season impressions on some of the other shows. I've talked about on here. It's just I'm gonna need some time because I just haven't had a lot of time to see a lot of these shows. Like for example, I just saw the mid-season finale of Gotham, so it may take me a while to get through all these. But anywho, Gotham season 4. Holy shit. Uh, I don't know. Gotham, Gotham, Gotham. I don't know, guys. Honestly, it's just Gotham to me is just getting so goddamn repetitive. To be honest with you guys, and I've known in the past, I've heard this before. Yes, I know Gotham takes place in a different universe than the normal Batman story lines and all the other universes of Batman, but here's what I gotta say about that. So yes, I understand it's set in a different universe, but there's so many um, continuity breaking things about Batman. There's just certain things you just don't fuck with Batman, which I'm gonna get into in this video, that just don't make sense and kind of ruin what Batman is all around the universe. And I just don't know what they're doing with this universe. But anyway, let's get into it. So the season so far of Gotham season 4 started off pretty decent, I'd say, and then it fell. Kind of like the story of Icarus. Icarus, he got wings with his dad. He flew, he started to fly, it was pretty damn cool. And then he came too close to the sun. The oil that put his wings together melted, and he soon fell to Tartarus and shit like that. It's kind of what happened with Gotham season 4. So let's talk about it. Now, I don't remember exactly everything because it took me weeks to get through this season. Not that it was entirely bad, I just haven't had time, like I've said. And I'm just going to explain some stuff that happened. So, as far as I know, I remember the season started off, for some reason, and I'm going to say something right now. This Gotham has a problem with killing off its characters. It just gets so damn predictable sometimes, where they just have characters who just come back. Like for example, last season, season 3 of Gotham, Butch got killed, and now he's back as Solomon Grundy. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He got a bullet right to the brain. Then he just immediately comes back with some chemicals or some shit like that, because that's how the usual story of how Solomon Grundy came back. But I guess it was kind of unexpected that it's like, oh, his real name was actually Cyrus Gold, which I remember that came out of absolutely nowhere. So yes, in this season, a few people came back. Riddler came back, obviously, because last season he was kind of frozen by Mr. Freeze, who is a completely wasted character. That's another problem I have with this show, is that they have a lot of villains on here, but a lot of them have some characterization and some don't, like Mr. Freeze. Like they had a whole little mid-season arc for Mr. Freeze way back in season 2, I think, and now he's just used for absolutely nothing. He's just absolute shit now. Like he lost his whole motivation, his wife Nora, in like the second season. Now he's just doing absolutely nothing, which made him, because his wife made him, saving his wife made him a compelling character in the Batman universe. So fuck Mr. Freeze, I guess. But anywho, back on track. They brought back a lot of characters, but it's not that I was kind of surprised that they brought some of these characters back. It's just I was just kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? Why kill them off in the first place in season 3 if you knew they were just gonna come back? Which is like, ugh, shit. Like Barbara Keene, who was Jim Gordon's old girlfriend, she came back even though they said, oh, she died when she had a falling out with one of her that Tabitha chick who shouldn't be alive in the show at all. Just she's really fucking annoying. There's just so many annoying characters. She's probably like the number one most fucking annoying character on the show. I don't know why they keep her on. And Barbara came back, I guess, acting exactly how she was before. absolutely really no big character changes with her. She's like, oh, it looks like I got electrocuted to death last season. Well, I'm back to normal, selling guns on the black market, I guess. Which is like, oh, that's cool. They just did so much shit with certain characters. Like for also they did you know, Lee Tompkins, who was in last season, who took that virus thing, that blood virus thing, and she became some bitch and everything. Now she's here like, well, I have a doctorate degree. Maybe I should be a doctor, or I'm just gonna look like a fucking slut and run a fucking fighting ring, I guess. Which there's that whole arc where the Riddler became dumb somehow, and he basically took Butch, who was now Solomon Grundy, and said, "Hey, you're my best friend now." And everything, and you're gonna go fight people in the pits and brutally murder them, which that's what Gotham loves to do. Like to show how edgy they are, which that gets kind of annoying sometimes. Like, do you have to prove how edgy you are every fucking episode? It's kind of stupid. But that's not even like some of the bad parts really. Probably some of my favorite parts from the season were this season so far, were Bruce Wayne dressing up as young Batman, which if you guys see my other Gotham video, I said this is going to be the comedy of the year. And surprisingly, it really wasn't that bad when Bruce Wayne was Batman. For the first 4 episodes, he was actually being Batman. Then, or not, he wasn't actually being Batman. He was dressing him as a vigilante, basically. And, he wasn't really that bad. They actually played it off as believable. And I liked those parts of the show. And then they started making him act more like Bruce Wayne, where, he was buying stuff. He was acting like the Playboy type and everything. And then all of a sudden, he stopped being Batman by doing one of the stupidest things that this show has probably ever done. And one thing they did was Bruce Wayne killed Ra's al Ghul. Now, yes, Ra's al Ghul came in Gotham, basically. He turned into a character and he was actually from last season, where he basically helped revive Alfred. But then he returned back into this season. And I guess he was supposed to be a sinister, evil villain and everything, only to have him get murdered by Bruce Wayne. And I shut off my TV after I saw that. Because no matter what universe you really do, unless it's an evil universe, which this universe, this Gotham universe, is not like, any of the evil universes where Batman wouldn't kill. Batman just doesn't kill when it's this universe is, I know it's a different universe, but that's stupid. If you're gonna make him the heroic Batman, Batman's never killed. So they just have him fucking kill Ra's al Ghul like it was absolutely nothing. And then he just went to becoming a extreme alcoholic party kid. He just stopped being a vigilante all of a sudden, which I found kind of bullshit. It's like, oh my god, this show is a train wreck. Which it kind of was, which I'll get into another point later about what happened. Was this whole thing is just pretty much just gonna be a train wreck. Just explaining how much of a giant locomotive train wreck this season was. It started off pretty good, but then it just went to shit, and so yeah, Bruce Wayne stopped being mad. He even murdered somebody, which I guess it kind of says that Bruce Wayne's willing to murder now. I guess he'll probably say, it's okay, Alfred, I'll turn a different leaf and I'll become the real Batman and everything. I'm just horrified at what the hell they're gonna do with Bruce Wayne the rest of the season and everything. I just Penguin pretty much became the mayor in Gotham season 4, which I think he was already mayor in season 3. I can't remember that and everything. And it's him and Jim Gordon fighting each other and everything. It's like I think they're just recycling ideas, to be honest with you guys. They're just recycling so many ideas like that they've already done before. Jim Gordon's been fighting Penguin forever and ever and ever and having this war on crime with each other. It's the same shit. And what I'm kind of glad about they didn't do this season was immediately arrest Jim Gordon and made him quit the GCPD again, because God knows how many times Jim Gordon quit the GCPD in Gotham. Just so much recycling, and him and the Penguin are fighting again. The same thing, even though that I guess something different this time is that Penguin's mayor, I guess. which is cool and all, and it's just so much shit, honestly. I'm trying to go into as much detail as possible. I can go on some of these things. I mean, it's not really spoiling much. Oh, and there's another character who they introduced this season was Sophia Falcone. If you guys don't know, Carmine Falcone was in the other seasons of Gotham. He was a big crime boss, and then they revealed this season because clearly the guy didn't want to play Carmine Falcone again. Say, well, I'm dying from cancer, some shit like that. He's dying, basically, which really, and I hate that when TV shows do that, when they just say, oh, this character's dying somehow, and I don't think they even said he had cancer or something like that, but they say he's dying, I guess, and he just wants to stay there and get out of Gotham, because I don't know if you guys remember, but Carmine Falcone left Gotham in the other seasons, and it turns out he has a daughter who just happens to be so attractive that of course she's gonna be another love interest for Jim Gordon, which happened, yes. Jim Gordon gets yet another love interest. Same shit, different story, I guess, but this time it's Sophia Falcone, who they try to play off as like this really jazzy, super mysterious, with a deep dark past and a very manipulative character, Sophia Falcone. Ooh, look how badass she is. She's probably one of my main problems of this season. She just turned out to be so predictable and just so generic, generic. Look at me, I'm just gonna manipulate everything. I'm gonna act calm and nice and everything. Like, you've never seen this before, and I guess I'm just gonna play on everyone else's fears and make everyone paranoid so I can take over the Gotham underworld somehow. Which, I don't know, man. We've seen that before too. And then, of course, of course he's going to sleep with Jim Gordon 5 times during the season. I swear to God, they're always sleeping with each other because she's supposed to be a love interest, which is kind of weird because even her dad mentions this too later on, where she slept with Jim Gordon, who killed her brother last season. If you guys don't remember, she had a brother named Mario who was marrying Lee Tompkins, and he shot him to death because he had some crazy virus too last season, and so she was willing to sleep with the guy to get revenge. And in this mid-season and finale, they revealed that the reason why she wanted to come back to Gotham, because apparently she lived in Gotham before she went to like Spain, wherever the fuck Carmine Falcone was at the beginning of the season, just to get revenge on Jim Gordon. And she tried to act it like she's been planning this the whole time, manipulating the situation, coming up with a creative plan. Which, if anyone's not fucking retarded, they've never seen a TV show before, they would never have caught that they've seen that before, where it was so obvious that that's why she was doing it. It was just so predictable. I saw it coming a mile away. I knew she was going to reveal that, oh, I did all this and this, trying to act nice and sleeping with you and all this and making you the captain of the GCPD, into me getting revenge for you killing my brother, which we kind of should have saw that like a mile. I don't know, man. And then they try to make her like convoluted, which saying, oh, because oh wait, there was a scene in the mid-season finale where Carmine Falcone dies, right? He gets shot to death by a drive-by shooter in a van. Yeah, so, and Sophia gets shot too, and it looks like she's crippled until she walks later on. And they revealed that she hired a guy in a van to shoot Carmine Falcone, act like it was a random shootout by like a gang or something like that, which is like, are you fucking kidding me? And I don't know, it's like, did he even need to mention the Carmine Falcone thing dying? Where it's like, really? Even though it was pretty obvious this guy was pretty much numbered on his days being on the show. So they just killed him anyway. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like I said, they said he was sick and dying, and then they roll up on him, and we knew he was gonna die in a bloody way, because that's how Gotham likes to be. They don't really do much creative. They just do shock value with extreme bloody brutality, violence, and everything, which I don't have a big problem with that. I love violent shit, but it's just they just try too hard and just shock value and trying to shock the audience, and people who don't read comic. Clearly, Gotham is a show for people who have never read a Batman comic book. I'm just saying that now. You can hate me all you want, but clearly that's who the audience is for. Because I don't know how many times they said in Gotham where they say, oh, this time we're going to kill Penguin. Oh, this time we're going to kill this guy, this Batman villain, and everything. Which is like, these guys are obviously going to have to survive. They're going to show up to fight Batman later. So, it's just so stupid. So, overall, this season was pretty much a giant train wreck. Not entirely horrible, but basically, I don't know how long I'm going to be watching this show. Because I used to have hope for it, but season 4 was just kind of like a, God damn it, guys. Seriously, that kind of moment. It's like, did you guys have to crash the train, to be honest with you? So, yeah. Those are just kind of my mid-season impressions and thoughts so far on Gotham Season 4. Big-ass train wreck. Hopefully it gets better next mid-season, because they're bringing back Jerome, and I love Jerome, okay? Just gonna be dead honest here. I fucking love Jerome in Gotham. It's so obvious he's the Joker. But they try to play it out that he's not the Joker. But we all know he's the Joker. But he's just so much fun. And I guess that's one death I'm kind of glad that who they brought back in Gotham was bringing back Jerome. Because we needed Jerome, alright? Jerome's amazing. But yeah, anyway, besides that tangent. So yeah, this season so far has just been kind of a train wreck. And I really hope Gotham just gets better. Honestly, tell me what your guys' thoughts in the comments, and peace the fuck out.